What's up, guys? Welcome back to another vlog. Today we are actually just going to be doing a voiceover, so that is why none of the volume in the video that you're watching right now is actually going to be, what's coming through. I'm just doing a voiceover in my office right now because I wanted to give you guys just a little breakdown of what's been going on lately. Also because for some reason the mic in my camera just decided to stop working. So as you can see, we got the Z right here, and we're wrenching on it a bit. I'm so sorry to let you guys know that we are going to be, we're going to be quitting on that 300 project with the Z. That engine right there, you'll see in the next few seconds, we pop that bad boy out, and we're just going to build it into, I'm just going to build it into a pretty beastie off-road little 125. The reasoning for this, guys, is I know that a lot of people actually subscribe to this channel just for that build, but it's not worth it to me anymore. I have fast bikes, and it's not worth the time or money. But I promise I'm going to do something really fun and really cool with that 300cc engine. So if you guys get some ideas of things to do with this, I was thinking maybe like a Barbie Jeep build. I don't know if anyone's heard of those, except I wouldn't use a Barbie Jeep. I would do a Charger or a Challenger just because that's my taste. But put it in one of those like kids electric cars, something like that. But anyways, point is, we're not going to be able to finish up that 300 build, but we will do something sweet with this engine. I promise you guys that. But this weekend, I threw the 125 back in it, built it up the best I could. I want to put a whole cage around that engine and also just make it into some sort of off-road beast and get it up and going. Another quick thing I wanted to throw in here just as a shout out to my guy Carlos. The other day, I was on the interstate and I was trapped. As you can see, I'm trying to call people. I ran out of gas in my motorcycle and nobody was answering at all. It sucked. So after quite a few minutes of me trying to get a hold of people and trying to figure out what to do, because if you look really, really far into the distance, that's my exit. But even off my exit, it's another like probably 10 to 15 miles home. But I really didn't have any other chance. So I decided I would just start walking it. So as you can see, I'm just kind of walking it down the road right now. And then it is about probably 10 to 15 minutes of me walking. And this guy in this white truck, his name's Carlos, pulls up. And I kind of explained to him that I ran out of gas. I got to get to that exit at least, and that's really all I need. And he's like, well, maybe we can lift it up into the truck. I was like, there's no way. This is a 30-year-old bike. It's really heavy. So we came up with the idea that I just hold on to the back end of his truck on the interstate, and we would just coast on down. I told him I'd just hold on to the back, and he just slowly cruises down that interstate and just gets me to the exit, and that's all I'll need. Then I'll walk it the rest of the way home. And we were a little worried because it gets really narrow down there. So I tell him I'll just squeeze really hard to that left side, and hopefully I won't get hit. These cars were booking in like the 90s because it was just open interstate. They were cooking. So here I am holding onto the back end of this work truck. And he starts rolling, and my arm got so tired, guys. Like, at first it was fine, but I ended up just letting go because I got probably about 3 miles down the road, and I just couldn't anymore. And so out of nowhere, he just pulls off to the side, and then I'm like, oh, this is a super smart idea. He decides, why don't we just use this hill right here to load the motorcycle into the back end of the truck? So I'm like, okay. Yeah, let's freaking do it. So I roll on down there, and it honestly wasn't too bad to load this thing since we had this hill. So we both just kind of grabbed onto that back end and lifted her up in there, and I mean, we got it in. It took us probably about 5 minutes, honestly, to load it in there. It's a heavy bike. Even when it's out of gas, this bike is one of the heaviest bikes I've owned, actually, which is weird because it's a sports bike. So you wouldn't imagine for it to be too heavy, but this thing has weight. But we got it in there. he had some straps, so he only had the one strap, so I just wrapped it around the front to make sure it wouldn't roll out the back. I of course put it in gear, and we got to the destination. Sadly, my GoPro died before I was able to show you guys that I got it filled up with gas and rode it home. But yeah, overall, just quick shout out to him. I mean, without him, I would have been walking home for probably about 2 hours, which would have sucked pushing this motorcycle home. Or at least, actually, I would have had to push it to a gas station, which would have been even farther because there's stupidly not one just off that exit. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to give you that quick update, let you know where we've been. The sad news about the 300, but the good news about humanity being restored in this nice man who helped me, who helped a random stranger, all alone on the side of the road, dark and cold, when none of his friends or family would come to get him. But anyways, guys, that wraps up the video. I will see you next week. I'm hoping to come out with some moto vlogs. I got a new helmet set up that I want to show you guys. So stay tuned. Subscribe. I know this probably wasn't the best high-quality video, but I'm just throwing something together to give you guys a quick update as well as the news about the Z. And yeah, I think that about wraps it up. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know of any stories you guys have on if you've been stranded on the side of the road and what happened. And like I said, let me know if you guys have any cool ideas for that 300 engine for me to do. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video, and bye.